Hey folks, Michael McGee here, and in today's video we're going to be messing with some beef, but you're not going to be watching us cut this front quarter. You're going to be watching us do some oxtail. I've never done an oxtail video that I can remember. If you know better, let me know. Here's how we get it off the animal and skin it, then we're going to get into the cooking process. Let's do it.
Where's all the people that love oxtails? Make some noise if you love oxtails.
Pull the tail out. Keeping your knife clean is important. You want to come down through there just like I showed you, inside out. Don't cut through the hair.
If you love oxtails, here's the truth. There are no oxes in America.
You can skin it as you go.
You don't know nobody had an ox. You ain't never heard of nobody with some oxes.
Try to leave all the fat you can on, because that's your flavor and there's not that much on a cow's tail. You want to save every bit of it you can, because in cow, they call it oxtail soup, or in any oxtail dish, it's very flavorful and you don't want to lose a lot of that flavor by cutting it off.
Why did you stop at the tail? You didn't ever want no ox steak?
All right, I switched over to a different knife. This is a Spyderco sent to me by Shore Sharp. On this channel, he did me right. Let me tell you, I love this knife. And so once you get the tail skinned out, you can leave it hanging on the animal, but I don't recommend to age it a long time because it just dries out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut it off, throw it in a bowl of water, a stock pot or something, and that can be frozen right away.
The last ox in America was in 1936, owned by a man named Paul Bunyan.
Tried to, it's separated there, but we need this joint right here.
There it is. Beautiful.
That base, the base of that tail is fatty, meaty, and scrumptious.
The ox's name was Babe. That was the blue ox's name. Exactly.
Okie doke, so it's oxtail time. How many hours have you had that in there?
Probably a solid 48 hours.
48 hours. Open that up and let me look.
At 180 degrees.
180 for 48 hours, so that's the ticket. Oxtail is potentially tough, but you cook it right, it's potentially amazing.
Yes, indeed. Let's take the first one out. Oh, it's Bubs's.
Ah, Bubs.
It's
The
part
best, the best. It's gonna be a lot of grease, ain't it?
It will be.
You want to just pull that out? You think it's too tender to pull it out of the grease?
We'll find out here very shortly, because I've got a pair of tongs here. If they're too tender, they fall apart on it.
Yeah, look at that. That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
We are having them come apart.
Yeah, that's
So,
okay. We'll get them out of that grease. On the next ones, we might just punch a hole in the bag and let the grease out first.
I think that's a good idea.
It's gonna be tender is what I can tell.
Oh yeah. They have an astonishing amount of meat on them.
Yeah, you wouldn't think an oxtail would be that meaty. Boy, oh boy, that is some good looking meat.
Tastes good too. Oxtail number 2, which is Valiente.
Valiente, bless his heart. He was a good one. Valiente wasn't nearly as old or as big as old Bubs, but he still had a nice tail on him.
He sure did. All right, here we've got an extremely tender one. This is from Ferdinand, but not your Ferdinand.
Oh, okay.
This is Elisa's Ferdinand.
Young Ferdinand.
And she gifted us his oxtail. Very hot.
Oh boy, that looks good.
This
Daffodil.
is daffodil.
I could tell by the color.
That's a man who knows his oxtail.
She had, the reason there's more in there is because she had a very fatty tail. That's
She really had the ability to put on weight.
She did. Oh man, and did she ever put on some good meat and fat. It's been some of the best beef that I've eaten. Look at that. Slid out so pretty.
All right, we have one more, which is Bubs' other half.
Okay.
Yours truly is not reaching in that far.
Okay, so this is the small end of his tail. It don't have as much grease because he didn't have as much fat down there.
He was a very lean feller.
Yep. And that is not a snake. I don't think Mama would want to eat it if it was a snake.
Oh, I'll happily eat snake.
Would you eat snake?
I would totally 100% eat snake. I just don't want to see them alive on the ground anywhere close to me.
Oh my goodness. All right.
That's the oxtail bounty.
All right, it's time to get this meat smoking. Look at that beautiful meat. It's going in the smoker and we're going to shut it down to cause the fire to actually make smoke, which right now it's just making fire. But we're going to shut it down good and get the smoke to rolling. All right, it's been about 15 minutes or so. Woo! That's rough, ain't it?
It is.
But that's cherry smoke. It's going to be good. Oh, look at that. Oh, would you please take a gander?
Do we have to share today?
No, we don't have to share today.
Okay.
Let's try a little bit of smoked meat. That be oxtail. All right, anybody that would like to try oxtail, we have daffodil, we have valiente, we've got Bubs, and we've got Elisa's Ferdinand. Boy, you got a memory like an elephant. All right, who wants to come up here and try some? I'm gonna just put some out here on this. All right, I'm gonna get y'all fixed up here real beautiful. It really helps when you bob your head like that. All right, everybody can come try some oxtail. We smoked it with cherry wood, straight out of the Merritt's woodshed. Who else? Who else needs some oxtail? And this is Bubs. This is Bubs oxtail.
But was it on camera?
It was.
Oh, we've been found out. That's terrible. Did you get some, Grace?
Yeah.
Oh, how was it?
Good.
Awesome. Did everybody like it? Did anybody not like it? What's the problem with it? Too smoky? A little bitter?
No, it's pretty smoky.
Pretty-
It's pretty good.
Pretty good, okay. I don't think we put a drop of seasoning on it.
No, we didn't put any salt or nothing on it.
No salt or nothing, and it's still good? Okay, we'll sprinkle some salt on it here in a little bit, but
The smoke really came through.
yeah, that was only 20 minutes of smoking and it really hit good. All right, you folks are probably wondering why in the world would you eat a tail bone off an animal? Well, it's very popular in some regions. I would say, is it more popular in the Hispanics, or is that?
Where I hear of it most of the time, it's like in a French soup of some sort. You can make all kinds of soups with the oxtail, braise them and put them in some different kinds.
But I've seen a lot of different, I'd say soul food. But anyway, this is something I would highly recommend you do if you're butchering your own animals. Look at all this right here, folks. All that would have been thrown out, but we didn't do it. We kept it. And we have been saving these for all this time. I guess we ate Big Louie and our Ferdinand, and y'all ate the heifers, I guess, and stuff. So it's not like the tongue. We didn't keep them all in there forever and ever, but it's still very good. This is different than tongue in that it's got fat mixed in it. The tongue is just straight muscle, but it's a different type of muscle, different texture completely. So if you get a chance to try it and drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about it. If you've already been eating it and you love it, let me know that too. If you hate it, go ahead and drop down in the comments. Air it out. Let's get it out. But that's all we got for you today. Hope you have a great day. See you on the next video.